built a train station in 9 hours. The miracle of China's high-speed rail. Welcome to the latest episode of Top Secret. In just 9 hours, China achieved the unimaginable. A modern train station rose from scratch, challenging all limits of time and technology. With thousands of workers, warring machinery, and steely determination, it wrought a miracle that even amazed Elon Musk. How can a country turn transportation dreams into reality so quickly? The 9-hour construction miracle. While many are sipping their morning coffee, scrolling through emails at their desks, in China, an army of workers created an unbelievable miracle. In just 9 hours, they completed a new railway station, connecting 3 existing lines, Ganluang, Ganluang, and Jianluang, with a new line at Longyang, Fujian Province. This project not only amazed local residents but also captured global attention. Even billionaire Elon Musk praised the team's incredible efficiency on social media. Imagine, at 6 p.m., as twilight faded, thousands of construction machines began to roar. 1,500 railway workers were divided into 7 teams, each handling specific tasks, from installing tracks, building foundations to connecting electrical systems, all coordinated as smoothly as a symphony. By 2:20 a.m. the next day, before sunrise, the station was complete, ready to welcome the first trains. The work was not only fast but precise, ensuring safety and quality for a vital transportation project. This project aimed to connect the 2 cities of Longyang and Nanping in southeast China, reducing travel time between them from 7 hours to 90 minutes. The Longyang-Nanping railway line was upgraded to over 250 kilometers in length, designed for trains to run at speeds of 200 kilometers per hour. According to San Daosong, Deputy Director of China Tixiju Civil Construction Group, the secret lies in meticulous preparation and rational 7 specialized trains and 23 excavators were mobilized, along with seamless coordination among worker teams, enabling the project's This event is not just a technical achievement but also a symbol of the relentless work ethic of the Chinese people. It shows how a country can turn seemingly impossible things into reality through unity and tight organization. TNT. Longyang Station is just one piece in the larger picture of China. The transportation system that is changing how people move and connect. The world's largest high-speed rail network. China currently leads the world with the most extensive and widely used high-speed rail network. By the end of 2021, the total length of the country's high-speed rail lines exceeded 40,000 kilometers, accounting for 2/3 of the global high-speed rail length. What amazes the world is that half of this, about 20,000 kilometers, was built in just the previous 7 years. This is not just a dry figure but vivid proof of China's rapid infrastructure development speed. A country constantly rising with grand ambitions. This development does not stop at what has been achieved. China has set an ambitious goal to expand its high-speed rail network to 70,000 kilometers by 2035. By then, most major cities and densely populated areas across the country will be closely connected, forming a seamless cross-national transportation system. As of 2022, a high-speed rail system has covered 75% of cities with populations of 500,000 or more. From bustling metropolises like Beijing and Shanghai to remote rural areas, high-speed trains have become the transportation lifeline, carrying millions of passengers daily. Every day, over 9,600 high-speed trains glide along the tracks, crossing vast fields, traversing rugged mountains, and spanning wide rivers. The speed of these trains, often reaching 200 to 350 kilometers per hour, not only shortens travel time but also provides a modern and proud feeling for passengers. This system is not only fast but also incredibly diverse, meeting the needs of different groups. Notably, China also operates high-speed overnight sleeper trains, a unique form worldwide. These trains allow passengers to rest comfortably in modern sleeper cabins, making journeys of thousands of kilometers more pleasant than ever. To build such a vast network, China had to face extremely complex terrain and climate challenges. From fertile plains in the east to rugged plateaus in the west. From arid lands to flood-prone areas in the south, each railway line required high creativity and engineering. Over 100 tunnels, each longer than 10 kilometers, have been drilled through treacherous mountain ranges. Many massive bridges, like the Yangtze River Bridge, were built to overcome natural obstacles. Each structure is an engineering marvel designed to withstand harsh weather conditions. From the biting cold in the north to the scorching heat in the south, the high-speed rail system is not only a means of transportation but also a powerful driver of economic and social development. Thanks to it, Remote regions once isolated by geographical distance are now connected to bustling urban centers. These small rural towns now have access to economic, educational, and healthcare opportunities that were previously only available in major cities. Businesses also benefit as goods and people can move faster, promoting trade and investment. However, this rapid expansion also raises important questions about sustainability and long-term impacts. Can the massive investments bring commensurate benefits? Can less developed areas take advantage of the opportunities brought by high-speed rail, or will they be left behind? These issues require deep consideration and will be explored further in subsequent sections. Breakthrough technology in railways. The remarkable development of China's high-speed rail system lies not only in its scale but also in its impressive technological advance. Chinese companies have continuously innovated, pioneering the application of the most advanced technologies, from autonomous driverless trains to modern control and signaling systems. These improvements not only enhance operational efficiency but also provide comfortable, safe, and environmentally friendly experiences for millions of passengers daily. One of the most typical examples of technological breakthrough is the high-speed rail line connecting Beijing with Zhangjiakou in Hebei province. This line was inaugurated in December 2019, just in time for the preparation of the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics and Paralympics. With optimal design and advanced technology, this route has become a symbol of China's ambition in shaping the future of global transportation. Trains on this line can reach speeds of up to 350 km per hour, holding the record as the world's fastest autonomous train. Thanks to this, the 174 km journey between Beijing and Zhangjiakou, which used to take over 2 hours in the past, now takes only 45 minutes. This change not only saves time but also brings unprecedented convenience to passengers, especially during major international events. What sets this train line apart is not only its speed but also its integrated modern technologies. The trains are equipped with 5G networks allowing high-speed internet connectivity even when traveling at high velocities. Moreover, the trains also feature 4K SILNE T-Mobile studios capable of live broadcasting from the journey. These features transform the trains from mere transportation vehicles into mobile technology platforms, serving both commercial and communication purposes. In the context of the 2022 Olympics, SAC-net images of the landscapes along the route were broadcast worldwide, promoting the image of a modern and dynamic China. In terms of energy efficiency, the trains on the Beijing-Zhangjiakou line are designed with aerodynamic locomotives, helping reduce air resistance and saving over 10% of electricity consumption compared to traditional. The train interiors use environmentally friendly materials, from recycled plastics to biodegradable fabrics, with a recycling rate of over 75%. Thanks to these improvements, each train can save up to 1.8 million kilowatt-hours of electricity annually, equivalent to significantly reducing carbon emissions. This demonstrates China's commitment to developing a green transportation system, contributing to environmental protection in a context of increasingly severe climate. Advanced technology is not limited to the trains but is also widely applied in the management and operation systems of railway stations. At many major stations, passengers can use facial recognition systems for quick check-in, instead of having to queue with traditional paper tickets. Electronic tickets managed through mobile applications have become standard, providing maximum convenience. Additionally, intelligent guide robots are deployed at stations to assist passengers from providing schedule information to helping them find their way. These improvements not only save time but also create a modern, comfortable experience for users. The technological achievements of China's high-speed rail not only help the country consolidate its leading position in the transportation industry but also inspire other nations. Many countries are learning from China's model, from integrating autonomous technology to building smart stations. With the combination of speed, efficiency, and sustainability, China's high-speed rail system is reshaping how the world views modern transportation, opening a new era for fast and environmentally friendly journeys. Integrated transportation vision. The remarkable development of China's high-speed rail network is not just a story about speed or technology but is also linked to a strategic vision of integrated Behind the tens of thousands of kilometers of railway lines is the effort of China's Ministry of Transport to build a comprehensive transportation system where railways, roads, aviation, and other modes of transport complement each other. The goal is not only to connect cities but also to create an efficient transportation network that suits local characteristics, avoids resource waste, and optimizes benefits for both economy and society. In the past, transportation modes in China were often developed independently, leading to lack of synchronization and efficiency. For example, an airport might be located far from a railway station, causing passengers to spend hours moving between modes of transport. However, in recent years, China has changed its approach, moving towards an integrated transportation model. In major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, or Guangzhou, High-speed rail stations are built right next or very close to airports and bus stations, forming modern transportation hubs. This allows passengers to easily transfer from planes to high-speed trains or buses without facing time or distance inconveniences. A passenger can land at Beijing International Airport and take just a few minutes walk to board a high-speed train to Tianjin, saving time and energy. This integrated transportation vision not only brings convenience to people but also promotes economic development. Integrated transportation hubs become focal points for commercial activities, from shopping centers, hotels to offices and businesses. They attract investment, create jobs, and stimulate economic growth in surrounding areas. Furthermore, this model helps reduce pressure on individual transportation means, such as private cars, thereby contributing to reducing congestion and environmental pollution.
China's vision does not stop at national borders.
With the ambition to bring high-speed rail technology to the world, China is actively exporting its model and techniques to developing countries, particularly in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Projects such as the China-Laos Railway, connecting Vientiane capital with Kunming, or the Jakarta-Bandung Railway in Indonesia are typical examples. These routes not only improve transportation infrastructure in host countries but also open up opportunities for trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. They also strengthen China's position as an economic and technological superpower, enhancing political influence on the international scene.
However, the process of global expansion is not easy.
Many countries receiving investment from China are concerned about the risk of economic dependence, especially when railway projects often come with large loans. Some analysts have warned about the so-called debt trap, where countries cannot repay debts and must concede control of strategic assets to China. For example, Hambantota port in Sri Lanka is a typical case, where the government had to lease the port to China for 99 years in exchange for debt relief. These concerns make some countries more cautious when cooperating with China, although it cannot be denied that high-speed rail projects have brought practical benefits. Despite facing challenges, high-speed rail projects implemented by China are still highly regarded for their efficiency and scale. They not only improve mobility but also promote economic growth, create employment, and enhance quality of life in many areas. From small towns in Southeast Asia to large cities in Africa, Chinese rail technology is helping reshape the global transportation landscape. With the combination of strategic vision and strong execution capability, China is gradually turning the dream of a more closely connected world into reality, although this journey still faces many challenges.
Economic and social impacts.
The high-speed rail network has created profound changes in China's economic and social landscape, reshaping how regions connect and develop. In eastern cities, where populations are dense and economies are already vibrant, high-speed rail stations become powerful drivers of growth. A study shows that within a 4 km radius around each station, economic activity increased by an average of 9%. These areas quickly become hotspots, attracting businesses, commercial centers, and real estate projects. As a result, thousands of jobs are created from construction workers to office staff, bringing new vitality to urban areas. In central and northeast China, the economic impact of high-speed rail is also significant, though at lower levels, with growth rates of 3.6% and 4.4% respectively around stations. However, in the West, where the economy is so underdeveloped, the story is more complex. Some areas recorded an average decrease in economic activity of 1.5%. The main reason is increased migration from the west to the east as high-speed rail makes major cities more accessible. Many young people and talents leave their hometowns to seek opportunities in developed urban areas, leading to labor shortages in rural areas.
This brain drain phenomenon poses major challenges to China's balanced development.
As cities like Beijing or Shanghai become more attractive destinations due to convenient transportation, Western provinces face the risk of the development gap between regions is widening, forcing policymakers to find ways to balance the benefits of transportation infrastructure with sustainable development. How to retain talent in less developed areas while still leveraging the advantages of high-speed rail is not an easy question to answer. Nevertheless, high-speed rail also brings enormous social benefits.
It connects communities, bridging the gap between remote rural areas and cultural, economic centers.
People in remote areas can now easily travel to major cities for education, job opportunities, or access to quality healthcare services. High-speed trains not only carry passengers but also bring opportunities, helping improve quality of life. Moreover, the railway system has become a symbol of progress, evoking national pride. For many Chinese people, each journey on a high-speed train is evidence of the country's remarkable development, strengthening the spirit of unity and confidence in the future.
Challenges and future.
Although China's high-speed rail network has achieved impressive accomplishments, it also faces many challenges. The cost to build and operate these routes is extremely high, often funded by public loans and government investment. This creates heavy pressure on the national budget, especially when some routes in sparsely populated areas do not deliver the expected economic efficiency. Maintaining and expanding the system requires continuous funding, forcing policymakers to carefully weigh long-term benefits against immediate financial burden. Bringing high-speed rail technology abroad is also not a smooth path. China has invested in many international projects, but recipient countries often worry about transparency and the risk of economic dependence. Large loans from China could put some countries in difficult debt situations, leading to controversies about economic sovereignty. For example, the high-speed rail project in Thailand has encountered many obstacles due to financial and management disagreements, causing delays. These doubts require China to build trust and ensure projects bring mutual benefits. Looking to the future, China continues to push forward with its high-speed rail ambitions. They are investing in advanced technologies like maglev trains with speeds up to 600 km per hour, promising to revolutionize transportation.
Additionally, the plan to expand cross-border routes connecting China with Europe and Central Asia is being accelerated.
These projects not only improve transportation but also strengthen China's position as a technological and economic superpower, expanding its internet. Domestically, China aims to make high-speed rail the primary mode of transport for long-distance journeys. With a combination of modern technology, eco-friendly design, and convenient services, this system is gradually changing people's travel habits. The trains are not only fast but also equipped with many amenities such as high-speed Wi-Fi, comfortable sleeping compartments, and smart electronics.
These improvements make high-speed rail the preferred choice, directly competing with airplanes and cars.
With a long-term vision, China is building a future where transportation is not only fast but also sustainable, shaping how people connect for decades to come. China's high-speed rail is not just a transportation system but also a symbol of innovation, unity, and aspiration.
From building a train station in 9 hours to operating the world's largest network, China has proven there are no limits to what humans can achieve through collaboration.
Each train not only carries passengers but also brings along dreams, opportunities, and hope.
As one passenger once shared, every time they ride the high-speed train, they feel the romance of the journey.
The train glides past green fields and majestic mountain ranges, connecting different people and stories.
This makes China's high-speed rail special, not just a means of travel but part of a larger dream of a connected and prosperous world.
If you found this video interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the secret channel Beyond the Veil 0707. Thank you for watching, and see you